Hi, I'm David Pereira. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you what you should not do during the sprint review as a product owner. What I'm gonna share today, I have fallen into all of these traps. Some of them are very embarrassing. But I hope after this video, you will be able to have better sprint reviews. Let's start with the first problem, the spotlight. Many times, product owners take over the sprint review, taking the spotlight and presenting the result of the work of the team, of the developers, to the stakeholders. What is the result of that? The result is the following. Once you as a product owner decide to show the work, stakeholders will perceive you as the boss or the manager of developers. But are you the boss? Of course not. In Scrum, there is no hierarchy. And I have done that many times, not because I wanted, because developers didn't want to present the result. And then I said, okay, if they don't want to present, I will present. And whenever I presented, stakeholders would ask me like this, can you ask your team to do this? Can you agree with your team to do that? And sprint review actually is a moment to collaborate with everyone. Developers should collaborate with stakeholders, and stakeholders should collaborate with everyone. It is a moment to inspect the increment or the result of the sprint and then understand how could we move forward. It is not a moment for you as a product owner to shine. It's not a moment for you to try to get the credits. Actually, give the credits to the developers. A better sprint review runs differently. I know that many developers don't feel comfortable sharing, presenting. But I know also that at least one developer inside this team will be willing to share, and you should encourage this person to present the result and encourage the others also to do. Maybe what you could do as a product owner is to prepare the stage. So for example, you start saying, during this sprint we had this goal and we achieved, and then you can also give some highlights. And just preparing the stage, then the stakeholders will know what to receive, and the developers can then present the result. But once you prepare the stage, you leave the stage and you sit within the audience to observe what the developers are presenting. The meeting is not for you as a product owner to shine. The meeting is for the developers to present the result. Don't take the spotlight. The second common issue I have observed is discussing solutions. It's common during the sprint review. Stakeholders will see the software which was developed. They may have some other ideas which is also based on the solution level. Let's say, for example, you are presenting a new chatbot and then the stakeholders are engaged with that. They might start suggesting new solutions, new features. But if you fall into that, you will become a requirement keeper. You will ask, how would you imagine this feature? Or how would you implement this? How would you like that? These are wrong questions for great product owners. Product owners don't take solutions to implement. If you want to be a great product owner, you should ask challenging questions. For example, what kind of problem do you want to solve when you mention this solution, dear stakeholder? Or why would we do that in the first place? What would happen if we don't do that? So this will build you some more understanding if there is a problem to solve or was just an intuition of implementing a feature. Don't focus on the solution, focus on the problem. But also, you should not block stakeholders from speaking about solutions. You should just help them clarifying the problem. Talking about solutions is fine if you help them to move to the problem. Then you can evaluate if that solution was a good one for the problem. Remember, stakeholders are the ones representing the business. They are not the customers. The only ones who can talk about the customers' problems are the customers. And the best people to talk about solutions are the developers, because developers are the ones who implement. So don't focus on solutions. Another common problem is the boring sprint review. Stakeholders don't care about the sprint review. Most of them don't attend to it because they think it is pointless. And maybe it is really pointless. How you present the result might be the problem. As a product owner, you should prepare the meeting to be the best way possible. You should encourage the developers to have time to present the result. So everything starts with the sprint goal. If stakeholders do not care about the sprint goal, they will not care about the sprint review. So first you ensure the sprint is meaningful for your product goal. Then you can ensure the sprint review will also be meaningful. And you as a product owner should encourage stakeholders to participate in that. You should not give up on them because they might be very busy. But if it is important and if it is meaningful, they will find the time to be there. And it's your responsibility to encourage them and never give up. But also it's your responsibility to lead the team in a direction that solves the end user's real problem. It is not about solving the stakeholders' problems. Remember, stakeholders are not your clients. They are your partners. So whenever you are discussing how to solve a problem, they are the ones who will help you to find the best business approach to the problem. As a product owner, you don't know everything about marketing, finance, and so on and so on. But the stakeholders, they know. So use them as someone to enable you to achieve the right thing for the end user. But the sprint review will only be attended if it is meaningful. And everything starts with the sprint goal. You are the responsible for that. The sprint review is only focused on the sprint result. This is another reason for boredom. Because if stakeholders don't see the big picture, they might not connect to what you want to present to them. During the sprint review, you should show everything that is related to that, because then stakeholders might imagine better and provide you what you want, which is a real feedback. And during the sprint review, if you have the chance, also invite some customers to participate. If it is not the case, you should take the increment and present to real customers. But the point I want to make here is don't take only the result of the sprint, because that might be a tiny thing from the whole flow. Present the whole flow to the stakeholders and allow them to ask questions about the whole flow and see how what you are delivering connect to the whole picture. Once you do that, stakeholders will be encouraged to provide feedback, and also they will be engaged to the content you are presenting. Many times I thought the sprint review was kind of following a plan and taking whatever it was inside the sprint backlog and presenting that. Whenever I did that, stakeholders were almost sleeping because they couldn't see the big picture. They couldn't see how that would impact their daily lives. So you should make that tangible for them. Help them understand why what you did was important for them. After this, they will care about the sprint review. So I hope what I have shared with you will help you and your team have more meaningful sprint reviews. And you, as a product owner, will encourage developers to make the presentation. And you will clarify why stakeholders should attend to the meeting and why it is important for them. Also, you will ensure that everything starts right from the sprint goal to the moment where you present the result. I hope that this content was relevant for you, and from now on you can have better sprint reviews. If it was interesting for you and you like knowing what you should not do, check out my list of what not to do as a product owner. And if this content is relevant for you, please like the video. And what would be your opinions about the sprint review? What is your experience? Write down the comment below. And if you want to get more content similar to this, subscribe for more. See you next time. Thanks for watching.